What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. The show 5 Quick Questions is underway. I got a super guest for you today. I'm talking about comedy royalty. Royalty. And you hear the people throw around the phrase king of comedy and things like that, but this is the real deal. This is the guy. I've had the pleasure of knowing him for the last 2 decades, and he's instrumental in me finding the light, and he's just a great guy. We got a new sitcom on the street as well. We'll talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, the great Michael Colyar. Michael, how are you?
Man, I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and excited to be here with you, brother. How you doing, King?
Man, I am absolutely great, man. Thank you for coming on, man. And I love you, bro.
I love you, King. Thank you, brother. And we got our show, baby. Highly favored. We killing them. You let them know. I don't just have a new show. We have a new show. I'm the pastor, but you the deacon. Come on, somebody.
The name of the show is Highly Favored. It's on the Impact Network, and you're absolutely brilliant, Michael. I've had a lot of number ones, which there's a documentary out now called Number One on the Call Sheet. I've had a lot of people be number one, but you truly embody the idea of taking responsibility for the show, and that was very impressive.
Oh, nice.
All right, let's get to it. Question number one, Michael Colyar. You're the quintessential comedian. What is your and how about this? When I was in the hospital, you called me every day with a joke of the day. What is your favorite joke right now?
It has to be, this is for my people. You want to hear it?
Yeah, yes.
Where it goes like this. White man, a black man, an Asian, and a Hispanic. There's all on top of this tall mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Kiliomama, whatever. The Hispanic said, this is for my people, jumped off the mountain. The Asian say, this is for my people, jumped off the mountain. The Hispanic brother say, this is for my people, jumped off the mountain. The black dude grabbed the white dude, say, this is for my people, and threw his ass off the mountain. I know it's messed up, but if you white, just flip it. Anybody can tell that joke.
Yo, I look. From time to time, I get to sit with comedians and help them become great comics, and the ability. Did I lose you?
Sorry. Yeah, the problem with me doing it on my phone is if anybody call me, it blanks me out, man.
It's okay. We back, and then we will pull it out. So, the ability to tell a joke is something that falls on deaf ears, I think. But you share everything. You share everything from your wife to your everything. Is there anything off limits in your life that you won't talk about?
My wife, Negro, you can't share my wife. For me, the only thing that's off limits is things that seek to hurt. I'm not going to say something if it's going to hurt you, if it's going to hurt your feelings, if it's going to make people feel bad about themselves. I don't need your laugh that bad. I don't need to win so bad that I can make you look bad or make you look. I can't do that. That's not even in my lexicon. I can't get into them words like that. I can't. Yeah, but otherwise, no. In fact, I felt like I went too soon. We just lost George Foreman, and somebody had made a casket, and inside of it was a grill, and I put it up that day after he died, and I was like, is that too soon? George Foreman grill. But and recently, I have been accused of fat shaming. Okay.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't do such a thing. I'm gonna tell you what I said, and you tell me if it's fat shaming. Okay. So this big old fat lady was riding a bike, right?
Okay.
And she pedaling, man. She petting her butt off. She pedaling. So I yelled out, "Cow!" She turned to me, gave me the finger, turned back around, and ran right into the damn cow. I don't think that's fat shaming.
Not at all. Not at all. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. The name of the show is 5 Quick Questions. That man is Michael Colyar. Michael Colyar, you were doing street comedy before IG, before all these clips and stuff that we do now.
Mm-hmm.
What's one hustle you see now that makes you say, y'all soft out there in them streets?
Uh, People trying to pull it off without actually getting the stage work in.
Mm.
I mean, we watching people all day long. They got 3 minutes of funny stuff that they say uh, on the internet, and they think that means, wait, can we go past this guy or not? Oh man, the police holding up the traffic now. Damn it, I hate that. You know when the police do that thing where they ride back and forth,
Yeah, they slowing everything
they
down.
try to. Yeah, it's some heavy stuff ahead of us, like a couple of other trucks. So they got everybody else slowing down. So those trucks have plenty of time to have distance. You know, I saw that though. I called the police on the police.
No,
They
you
were
didn't.
going back and forth. I called the police. I said, I think y'all have an officer out here that's drunk or something. He just driving from one lane to the other lane or one lane to the other lane. And they say, sir, he's okay. We know he's out there. He's okay. I was like, what? I didn't realize that's a California thing, man.
That's the
But go
thing.
ahead. Where were we? Where were we?
All right, great job. We're at question number 3 already. Matter of fact, we did number 3. So question number 4.
No. The question, I didn't finish the other question. And the question,
Okay.
my response to it was, to succeed in this game and really do it, you got to put in the work. You got to get
Ah,
on the stage. This is a practitioner sport. It's not an observational sport. You can't just watch other people be funny and be funny. You got to get
yeah.
out there on that
You gotta
stage.
do
You
it. You
got to
gotta do it.
feel their response. Yeah. And you got to fail a little bit, just so you figure out the right way to go. You know, so that's the only
Hey,
thing that I think weakens people. They've watched other folks make big careers because they do 3-4 minutes on the internet, so they don't bother to put in the work themselves. They just say, "Man, I'm just gonna go be an internet comedian," you know. So that's the only thing I see weakens it. But I don't take anything from anybody. If you can do 3 minutes and get them to give you that $1 million, more power to you. I'm happy for you. Go get it.
you've given a lot of people their first opportunity too. I've noticed that throughout your career. You manage comics at one point. You give a lot of people opportunities. But my next question: what's the wildest thing that somebody put in your bucket on Venice Beach?
Uh, uh, Necklaces. Like when I was out there and I figured it out. First, I hadn't figured it out, so I was just getting coins and some dollars. Am I able to go past this cop? I don't know. Let me see. Well, if he went, I'm going too. All right, we on our own now. We
We
gonna
out of
break
there.
free. He
We
got
out
to
of there.
catch everybody. Yeah, he can't just catch me. He got to catch everybody. So where we at? Where we at? What were we saying?
The question is, what's the wildest thing somebody ever put in your bucket while on Venice Beach?
Oh yeah, so my first year when I was out there, I was just doing little jokey jokes, and most of them I had stole from Red Fox. So I was mostly getting change, and then somebody put in a couple of dollars. Every now and then I get a 5. But then this homeless white guy came to me, and he told me this thing that turned into my routine. He said, they want to call colored people, they want to call black people colored people. But black people, they always the same color they born. If they brown, they brown, they brown. But white people, they born red. When they mad, they get pink. When they cold, they get blue. When they die, they look gray. He said, there's your colored people. So I created a thing called the colored people's routine. So I would do all these jokes about different races. That's the first thing I do. Are there any Mexicans out here? Any Mexicans? Well, you tell me ain't no motherfucking bus boys. Okay, there's Mexican. Okay, where y'all get all them oranges? So I would start there. Then from there I go to black hair. I talk about the Jerry curls that was out there or the haircuts that shoot off into the sky. Then I mess with white folks. And then I would end it by saying, I joke about racism because racism is a joke. One of the gifts that got me is Spago's. Wolfgang Puck's wife, it came out one day with her little girls, her little nieces. And they watched me do the piece on racism. And if
Yeah.
racism is a joke. In fact, I did one thing I saw Charlie Barnett do. I borrowed a purse from a white lady. And I say, this is how white women carry their purse when they don't see no black people. And I start skipping. I don't see no niggers. I don't. So we joked about the fact that it is a joke, And so that thing all of a sudden went up. when a lady from Spago's, Barbara Lazaroff, saw me, she invited me to come to her restaurant. And when she walked away, if the car said Spago's, I said, I know Wolfgang Puck owns that restaurant. I don't know who no damn Barbara Lazaroff is. And I
Who is
called
that?
Spago's, and they said, oh, that's his wife. And so I went to Spago's. They didn't just feed me. They fed me about 6 different meals. They wouldn't let me finish. I get through with one entree, they go get another entree. I almost finished that. They wrap it and do another. Then they brought a tray of desserts. In fact, we became such good friends. When I would be doing my comedy on Venice Beach, I would do a Christmas show out there every year to gain food for homeless people. People would bring cans, food, and they would bring turkeys and chickens, and it was called Scrooge Lives, Society's Christmas Rush for oodles and oodles of goodies, etc. And instead of bringing me money, they brought food, and we would load that up and give it to the homeless. So we became really tight. That was a big get. But during that time, people would bring me watches and necklaces, gold necklaces and stuff, because I had stopped just telling jokes. Now I was doing conscious comedy. I was talking about stuff that makes you feel as well as laugh. And if you hit people emotionally, their wallet will pop right out their pocket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on with the great Michael Colyar. This is 5 questions. Question number 5, Mike Colyar. You've been through a great life, man. The beard is fly, the hat is fly. You battle addiction early on in your life. Where would you be if you never stopped crack?
If I had never started smoking crack, I've never smoked crack.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be richer than any of these niggas out here who think they comedians. I'd wear all these niggas out. But I took a 23-year break, you know. One day I had this piece of glass and a hot rock, and I said, I wonder if I dropped this rock on this piece of glass, what happened? And then 23 years later, I found myself trying to dig myself out of that mess, you know. I would tell anybody, don't get into anything that changes the way you think. Don't get into anything that alters your thinking. It's not worth it. The price you pay is ridiculous. I lost so many friends, opportunities, and didn't even know it. Because when you're out there high, you don't think nobody high but you. Yet you sitting there sweating like R. Kelly in the playground. They know. They look at you and can tell he's done too much. Oh, we ain't messing with him. I can think of distinctive jobs I lost because of the way I walked in. So I would say keep your head straight, man. Keep God first. And believe in what you say you want to do. Believe in it with all your heart, and it'll come true.
Ladies and gentlemen, that man is Michael Colyar. The name of the show is 5 questions.
And you know I love you, Michael Colyar. I'm in the middle of the freeway. I pulled over the freeway so I can do this for you. So I do want you to know that's love.
That's super love, man. The new show is highly favored. It's on the Impact Network. What else? Oh, you went back to the beach too.
Yeah, I went back to that beach, and we shot a 1-hour special called The King of Venice Beach. We should be dropping that around, I would say about 2 months from now. The great Leslie Small directed that with me. Also, I have a children's book on Amazon called Little Bobby White, but the kids are black. It's called Little Bobby White. You want to get that, and if you want to see our sitcom, just go to any search engine and put in watchimpact.com. It'll take you right to our show, and it'll show you how to get it on your TV at your house.
Wow. Michael Colyar, I love you, bro. Thank you. The name of the show is 5 questions. Thank you for your time, man. Your energy.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, man. I love you, man.